As the NPA, we really need to give credit to the prosecutor, Advocate Rihanna Williams, as well as the investigating officer, Sergeant Keshi Mabunda, in the splendid job that they did in preparation, in preparing for this trial, and in ensuring that they bring the most relevant evidence to prove this case beyond reasonable doubt. Remember that our case was based on circumstantial and similar fact evidence, so it's not an easy case to prove, but because of their commitment and the passion that they have for their job, they managed to prove this one.
Pindi, in terms of the sentence now, what are you guys hoping for as the NPA? You've got a guilty verdict now. In terms of the sentence, what are you guys hoping for?
Well, remember that the accused before court is convicted of murder, 6 counts of murder that is premeditated. And so in terms of the law, the ordained sentence is life imprisonment. So from here, we're moving to the stage where we need to bring up arguments in aggravation of sentence, and the defense as well has to bring their arguments in mitigation of sentence. And if there are any substantial or compelling circumstances that warrants a deviation, the court may do so. But as the NPA, obviously, we will be arguing for a sentence of life imprisonment.
Thank you so much. Is the investigating officer willing to talk to us? Is he allowed? Would you be able to talk to us, or you're going to be in trouble, officer? We don't want to get you into trouble. If you're allowed to speak, no, we just want to get a sense of how you're feeling and how difficult this case was for you, sir. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, how are you?
We're well, thank you. And how are you? Would you please say your name for us and the surname?
I'm Keshi Bennett Mabunda.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you worked on this case. How difficult was it?
It was a very, very difficult case. It was not easy to prove it. Remember, I didn't have direct evidence to prove it. Yeah. And it was based on circumstantial. Yeah. So I look at the manner that this thing was happening. Yeah. Then I became suspicious. Yeah. And from that, I didn't look back. When I went forward, up until I compiled all the documents, then I arrested the suspect, brought it to court, and today I'm happy I'm done. She's been found guilty.
What kept you going, officer? Was there something that kept you going?
The manner in which this, the matter was carried out on for Mr. Yingwan Mabasa. Because after I've went through with the help of ICB, when I got other case documents, I could see that this same modus operandi. Then I said, no, something's happening here. Then I managed to prove the case today.
Yeah. How are you feeling, hearing the guilty verdict?
No, I'm happy, very happy. I'm very happy. And I think the families, affected families, they will now get to rest and they found closure as to indeed that their relative, they know who killed their relative now.
You feel justice was served today?
That's correct. Justice was served. I'm happy about that.
But Mapunda, when will the case that you opened against Rosemary be commencing?
Is the case up to the subject?
Okay, thank you so much.
You'll see that.
All right, that is one of the, in fact, investigating officers in this case, Tammy, essentially saying that he's actually quite pleased that finally justice has been served. I think it is important then, Tammy, to really go back to what the judge was saying before handing down his judgment. I mean, you could actually tell where this ruling was going to go. I mean, Rosemary Ndlovu was found guilty on at least 6 counts of murder, and we know that the people that she murdered are people that were very close to her. In fact, she's also been convicted of trying to kill her own mother, but also for defrauding some of those insurance companies. I'm talking here about Asupol, Old Mutual, as well as Clientele Life and One Life. Also, Tammy, we understand now that what's going to happen here is that on the 5th of November, she'll then appear again here in the Palm Ridge Magistrates Court. In fact, it's the High Court sitting here in Palm Ridge. That's where the mitigation and the aggravation of sentences will be argued. We've heard already, though, that the judge indicating that in some of these cases, in fact, for murder, if you're convicted for murder, you're likely to spend life imprisonment. She has already then been found guilty on the 6 counts of murder, and what we're waiting then for is to hear what exactly will the her defense say in the mitigation and aggravation of sentence. Now, we've heard what the NPA is saying, that they'll be pushing for life imprisonment. In fact, one of the investigating officers in this particular case also saying that he would want to see this Rosemary Ndlovu spending her life in jail for the rest of her life.